Right, welcome back to Monday Special. Let's take a look at what you've been saying on Twitter now. Because using the hashtag Monday Special KE. Leonard Otieno. Story is a clear indication of how morality has been eroded in schools. Still talking about Steph Joy there. At Gigi _Mburu, my parents were too harsh on me. Sidani Ningesoma. Bring back the cane. That is for punishment, of course. Nancy Okuta blamed the indiscipline on schools on lack of role models, mentors and guidance. And we don't even need to look far. When teachers strike, it's always violent. Bad role models. I want to start with you. What do you say about that?
I fully agree with that comment.
Yeah.
That teachers are also contributing a lot to this unrest, because like now we had our leaders planning a strike,
right,
in the future, and when we go on strike, we go misbehaving in the streets, throwing stones and removing our clothes and doing all these bad things. So the students are looking at us and they are saying, this is my role model, they love me so much and this is what I'm doing. So tomorrow he'll also do the same, or she'll also do the same. So I agree partly that we are not doing the best as role models.
As role models.
Yeah.
Okay. Some would say what happened at Steph Joy and other schools. We saw in the story today done by Wilkis Tanyabwa saying they expected this. It's like it was building up to a problem at Steph Joy Secondary School. Do you get the wind of such problems? Do you get wind of such problems as teachers where you stand?
Yes.
From students, if there's a problem and they're planning to do something, do you know?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do very much, because like these strikes usually happens during second term. And second term has a lot of activities in the calendar of the school. For example, we have ball games, we have athletics, we have drama, we have music, and all these things are happening. And when the students goes in a particular place, in a particular school for athletics or for drama, they meet and they discuss. And it's like they want to show the other school that they are better off than these other one, in terms of, let us go and strike, let us go and beat up everything and break up everything. So when they break to their various schools, this is what happens.
Right.
And you know, we are in an era of technology, Hussein, where even in schools we have computer labs where they access the internet. So it's like school A is communicating with school B, and all these things happen, and that is what is happening.
Okay, when you say, you know, like they meet different schools and they interact with students, and let us go and show this other school that we are better off. What do you mean?
I mean, like in second term, there is this issue of strikes. So who is going to start? When a particular school starts, and now they meet during drama, music or such, it's like they tell the others, you see, us, we have already done it. So
why do you think second term? Is there too much pressure in second term?
Yes, there is too much pressure. There is the exams, there is now those drama, and there is the games and all that. So there is a lot. And the students are also expected to do their studies, to perform.
Susan, do you agree with that?
I totally agree, especially second term. You see, we have the mock exams. Majority of the students don't like doing the mock exams, simply because it predicts what you'll get in the KCSE. So if I'm doing my mock exams and apparently I got a C minor, chances are if I perform better in the KCSE, I'd probably get a C, nothing much. So students are striking, they don't want to do these exams.
Right.
They want to let the exam be done away with. If it's going to predict what I'm going to get in the KCSE, you see, between second term and the KCSE, it's about a month or two for the preparation. So there's this pressure. Hey, you failed in the mocks, you need to do better. You must perform. Yeah, the pressure is immense. Okay, Arafat, and talk to me also about punishment. How much does punishment have to do with all this in schools?
In schools, you find that teachers victimize students in such a way that the teachers, they apply harsh punishments on different students, but on the same problem. There's favoritism.
Oh.
Yeah. there's some students who are viewed to be of a higher echelon. Maybe their parents are better off, or they are untouchable. So if you are caught in the same act, they might be given a lesser punishment than you do. Yeah.
Dr. Susan.
Then we have to really think about what kind of mind are we nurturing in school. If it's a mind where I will talk to other students who've burnt their school and go and do the same thing, or I'm easily swayed the wrong way. So what kind of mind? Are we just developing minds that are going to pass exams, rather than critical minds that will keep thinking and asking, this is my country, if I burn it down, then what will I be left with? I'm burning down my school, next time I'll be burning God knows what else, and then it will be my country. So we must come back to the curriculum. The curriculum is shaping a student who is easily swayed in the anti-integrity way, is easily swayed by peer pressure. What can we put in this curriculum to boost values, to boost integrity, to boost patriotism? That if you tell me something wrong about my school and about my country, I'll want to improve it, not to destroy it. So how can we nurture that? Okay. Otherwise, we're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose our young people who are our future. Okay,
I want to read 2 texts here before I ask your closing comments now on the way forward. What each one of you thinks. Somebody says there's too much academic pressure on students. No holidays despite Kaimenyi's orders. Classes begin at 6:30 a.m. and end at 9:30 p.m. Such holidays are totally mutilated. I know schools where students are on exams every day in the morning and evening. And Wamui J, formerly Odhaya Boy, says, hi Hussein, different schools have different grievances. Some will complain about the teaching, others the living conditions, others the diet, etc. The problem comes when you air your grievances, only ending up being victimized and you're suspended. The problem persists, and since they fear being victimized, they riot. And don't blame our parents. Mine are totally awesome. By the way, why did they put, and somebody also is asking this, David Nguri also asks, but why did they put kerosene in our Githeri? Does that happen actually?
No, it doesn't. It
happens.
It is a belief.
It happens.
To stimulate hormones.
It's to inhibit your sex urge. Yeah. So I hear.
And you're not okay with that?
We're not okay with that.
Hussein, I've been
I think it happens.
It does.
It happens.
It happens.
My girlfriends and I can swear that it happens.
It happens.
It happens.
You even smell it. You even taste it, you know. So
that doesn't go.
No.
Let me talk to the principal who's saying it doesn't happen.
Okay. For the many years, Hussein, I've taught for 20 years. I've been in boarding school for 18 years, and I can tell you that I never witnessed a day when we put kerosene on the Githeri. But there is that belief. And you see, when you register something in the mind, even you can even smell it.
You can smell it because you believe it.
Because you believe it is there.
Well, they're all like, and maybe that is part of the problem, Principal James. Them talking to you and you denying it like now, that it is never there. And it has been there since everybody knows about it.
I can deny because I never witnessed.
Yourself, okay.
I myself, I never witnessed.
You never witnessed that.
In the school that I was in.
Right.
I can say about it.
Right. Okay, now tell me, what do you think? But first of all, before you tell me your final comments on the best way forward, you were talking to me about why sometimes you think also parents are a problem?
Yes, Hussein, parents are a big problem. One, and I'll give out of experience.
Yeah.
Right now we are almost closing school this week. And today I had an experience of a parent coming to me telling me, Mwalim, now you want to release these boys and girls to us. Why don't you stay with them? You know, you have magic, you are able to sustain them. You know, this is a parent who is telling us that we have that magic to sustain students in school, because when they go home it's riots and moving out all over. So that is one. Number two, I remember there was a time we had a parent meeting, and the parents suggested that so that we may minimize the issues of problems in schools, let us do away with the with visiting days. And they all agreed, and you know, when we pass such kind of a thing, it has to be seconded, it has to be proposed and seconded, and all parents to agree. And we agreed that this thing will not be there. Then, when we released the parents now to go and talk to their daughters and to their sons, what do? They tell their daughters and sons, you know, the principal and the administration have said no more visiting days. You know, it was something that we agreed together, but now when they go to talk to their daughters, it's like now they blame the administration. So we are
demonized.
We are demonized.
Let me get from the parent and councillor. Mary, talk about that.
I think there should be harmony between teachers and the parents and the students. Who shouldn't just check the houses where the parents are communicating well with their children, and this parent still goes to school to check the welfare of the child. This child, mostly they perform very, very well. And I also think there are issues of drugs in schools, which needs a lot of attention. I thank our president because of what he did about alcohol. I would request him again about the issue of drugs, which our children are abusing.
Right.
And it's very hard for a parent to know a child who is abusing drugs.
Okay.
You come to know about it when the child is out of mind.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's
right.
too late.
Then finally, I mean, your final comments. Tell us the best way forward now for both. It's three-way: the parent, the student, and of course the teachers in school.
To me, the way forward is about the parents. I'll go back to the parents.
Okay.
Parent has to communicate very well with the child. They must be friends. And the distance between a parent and a child should be very, very minimal. The other thing is about the teachers. Teachers, when they should have a counseling center in the school, whereby the counselor is not teaching in the school,
right,
and would be able to keep all the secrets of this child. And the other thing which I would say is the research, which I've said that the government would help us to do the research, most likely for what is happening with our children, what is wrong with our children, because that one will help us. Because if you see a child mobbing up together to burn dormitory and burn their children, that means there is something else behind what they are doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And let me get Susan's final comments. What do you think is the best? I mean, how would you advise students? You were in school just 3 years ago, I believe. How best would you advise students to go about this? Plus the teachers and parents. Yeah.
Let me start first with the parents. Some of our parents, they are just so loving. You know, you're in school. You've done a crime, the parent is coming, then the parent is telling the teacher, no, don't punish my son or my daughter, she's not bad, please, you know, the begging thing. And then there are this type of parents who come and tell their teachers, no, don't give them lots of homework, just minimize, they need time to, you know, watch movies, relax.
Yeah.
These kind of overprotective parents are not good. Actually, these are the parents who are spoiling their children. Then later on in life, they come and say, my son is so ignorant, there's nothing he understands, he's getting into drugs simply because he knows my mom or my dad is there to support me.
Right.
Actually, these are some of the students who are peer pressuring others.
Right.
These are the students who end up ganging up, burning schools, because they know after all, my mom is going to be on my side. And then there should be the parents-teacher-student triangle.
Okay.
A teacher and a parent passing on, like the way the principal has said here, the visiting, it should be banned from schools. I don't think it's good actually. Some of us as students, like when we were in high school, maybe that was the only chance you'd get to see your parents. And then you say the visiting should be banned, seriously?
Yeah.
And when I'm going home, I probably don't get the chance to meet him or her. What happens? It's really hurting.
Okay.
So I think they should form the parents-teacher-student triangle.
Yeah.
If they're making, especially these judgments, and no, not judgments, the decisions concerning the students, it should be done when the three parties are there.
Yeah. Okay, Arafat.
There should be teacher-student relationship. There should be a positive, caring and loving relationship between the teachers and the students in such a way that the teachers instill hope in their students. Even if they are performing, they're not performing that well, they should instill hope of better performance and not ridicule the students. In such a way that if a teacher ridicules you or makes bad humor in class about you and embarrasses you, you lose faith and trust in the teacher. And as such, the teacher ceases to become a figure of authority, but just a person holding power.
Right, right.
The way forward, Now, I would go the way our constituency, Gatundu South, has gone. What we have done is that our area MP, Moses, has come up with very, very nice programs, and in the schools where this program has been implemented, no unrest has been experienced. He has come up with a program of young boys and girls from the university. There is the Kubamba group from here, Royal Media, that he has contracted to come all the schools in Gatundu, and I'm telling you, those guys are really doing good, because they are same age, and these are boys and girls who have gone through high school, they have gone through university, and they can read very well with the students. So they are talking to them very well. Number two, I can go another way through the boarding system, where in our constituency there will be no day school from now. Our area MP again, Moses, has come up with a program where, in fact, in all the day schools there are dormitories being built now, where we are going to contain all these students, and through this program of mentorship they will be mentored, they will be talked to, and we can see a very bright future. Number three, I'm a parent of a school called St. Francis, and what we do there is that we have parents who usually have contact with those girls every week. Every week there is a parent who goes to a particular class. We call them mentors, and we also have intercessors who usually go to the girls, talk to the girls, motivate the girls. And right now we are even planning an outing for the Form 3 girls in that school, where the parents will go out with the girls and will talk all issues concerning them, and that's a school where you will not find unrest. I'm telling you.
All right, thank you. Dr. Susan.
Mine is curriculum. I believe that we can sort all the problems that we are discussing here by getting the right curriculum, because it reaches millions of children every day, every year. Get a curriculum that's moving away from preparing children for employment, preparing children to get good grades. You get good grades, so you're a good student, you're a good child. If you don't, on the flip side, you're not a very good student, and the like. Get a curriculum that talks about integrity, talks about values, teaches people who they are. We don't know who we are. Teach us our true self, our true history. Get people, like-minded Kenyans, who care so much about this country, care so much about the future, that they will design a curriculum that will help us shape the kind of citizenry that will take us there. Secondly, through such a kind of curriculum, we'll stop elevating the things that don't matter. We elevate money too much. Too much. The reason why a lot of parents are absent is because they're out there looking for money at the expense of the well-being of the child, and they're caught up in this mess. I'm not blaming anybody, but you get caught up in this cycle where you're looking for money for this child, but yet you're losing this child to extent they'll burn their school and kill others, and eventually just destroy the country and take it back. So let's look at things that will boost the values that go beyond money. That money will come when you follow your passions, when you do the right thing. Lastly, let's all work the different sectors, and you've mentioned parents, teachers, students, but I think the media, it would be a disservice to come to Citizen and not talk about the influence of media on our children. I mean, when we were sitting waiting for this program, we were watching a Mexican soap which does nothing for our minds. Nothing. I think for a moment there, because we are in a critical time, let us do everything. Programs in schools, programs in the media, programs everywhere should be about patriotism, should be about values, love, integrity. Let's get people to the right level, and then we can do all these other things.
All right. Thank you all so much for making time for Monday Special. We're taking a final break now. We're coming back with a sample at your feedback. Stay tuned.